Alrighty guys, what is up and welcome to another stream, everybody. Hope everyone is doing alright out there. Tell you what, I'm going to turn down the weather radio just a little bit. But what's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing good. Glad to have everybody here for this evening. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and hide these tabs because they are not necessary. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who's here for today. Let's see, we got ourselves Mario, we have Abby, let's see here. Yeah, Mario being a little impatient there. Just kidding. We have Catnado. We have, let's see here, Florida Weather, Pat Evans, Marnatha. I don't know how to pronounce your name. We have Christmas. Wow, we have officially Christmas here. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing all right. So, yeah, you might be wondering about the title. Andrew, what the heck's going on now? Well, tell you what. So, the majority of this live stream is going to be talking about what we can expect here in the tropics, as well as personal forecasts. We have not done that in a while. Actually, the majority of this is going to be personal forecasts. But there has been some things interesting that's been popping up here in one of the models, in particularly over the last 3 days, really. Last 3 days, been talking about later tropical activity. And the thing is that the Climate Prediction Center has even picked up on this as well. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. You know, like I said, the odds right now are fairly weighted because they could obviously change. But it could be something to watch here over the next few days. And I just want to bring it to your guys' attention so we can monitor it for the next few days. Okay? Now, just a little bit of a disclaimer. Like I said, this is very far out. And trust me, you know me. You guys know me. I do not like to forecast really far out. Unless if it's something that's, like, gonna happen, essentially. So, without further ado, y'all, let me go ahead and show you what we're talking about. So, according to the American GFS model, like I said, GFS stands for Global Forecast System. And when it comes to this in particular model here, you can see we're actually taking a look here back in the model runs. You can't really see that. But we're taking a look here for the 18Z run on June 3rd. Okay, so this was obviously, what, almost 3 days ago, essentially. So we track way down in time. Now, here's the thing. There's been a little bit of activity, a lot of precipitation, a lot of areas of interest, a lot of potential lows that could be forming in areas south of Cuba. Now, in particular, in the very far end of the model, now, once again, trust me, like I said, big disclaimer, this could definitely change. I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure. I'm just giving you all a heads up here in the future that, I mean, something could play out around this region here. Now, like I said, the reason why I mention this is because, once again, this has been in the models for the last several days. And here you go. So here we go. Here's from yesterday's run. Actually showing the system impacting kind of portions around Cuba. Nothing to worry about right now. But like I said, it's just showing that there is a system there, which is really interesting. And then we move into the latest model, still there. So this model's been having a lot of heat about some of these areas out here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the pen here so I can actually draw on the screen. It's been showing a lot of potential activity here in the areas of the Southern Gulf. And like I said, the Climate Prediction Center has actually said a little bit of something about it, or actually shown a little something about it. I wish I could zoom in maybe a little bit better here. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Kind of. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So this is not directly in the southern Gulf, but it does show a highlighted area of increased precipitation. Could be a result of tropical activity, potentially. So obviously with the increased rainfall, could be something to watch out for across the ways. I mean, obviously some of that could be sparked due to tropical activity, in which we should keep an eye out there. Just saying, I mean, like I said, you guys, I mean, it is hurricane season. It's now officially hurricane season. Now we got to watch the tropics very heavily because, like I said, obviously, you know, things could get a little crazy, you know, this time of the year. Now, also, another reason I wanted to mention this is because where this American GFS model has been talking about for the last several days, like I've been talking about, you know, like I said, the current observations, the current analysis in the ocean, it is very warm. There is a lot of strong, very, very hot oceanic surface temperatures, which is great for tropical development. Now, obviously, that's not, like I said, obviously that's not, you know, everything that's needed for tropical cyclones to form. I mean, like I said, we literally have a lot of warm water down here south of Cuba. And like I said, that's where the GFS model picked up some tropical activity. Now, also, if we pop back over here to the models for a second, so remember that area we were just talking about in terms of a lot of warm oceanic waters. If I was to hop back over here to the model, and something that's been something that's a really big factor in terms of tropical storm development or hurricane development in general, anything tropical weather related, is moisture. A lot of warm oceanic surface temperatures, what we talked about. There's a lot of warm waters out there in that southern Caribbean region. And like I said, moisture, warm waters, and low wind shear. So basically low, you know, kind of weak winds. Now, according to the model here, you know, the models here for the last several days, it shows this pocket of a lot of moisture-rich air across the southern Caribbean. This would be a very good zone for potential tropical development. Now, like I said, obviously this is showing, you know, a lot of moisture here. There's a lot of warm oceanic surface temperatures that could make the environment potentially capable of producing some tropical activity. So this seems like a hot spot in terms of, you know, tropical potential here. Like I said, there's basically three main ingredients that's needed for tropical systems to form, and right off the bat, we have a big pool of two of them. Now, like I said, this has been in the models for the last 3 days. This is the only reason I am mentioning this right now. It's just a little crazy to look at. Now, like I said, just a little bit of a disclaimer. Once again, this can and very will likely change. But I just want to go ahead and mention it to you guys just to get y'all's, get you guys' mindset in the tropics, guys. Because like I said, hey, it's that time of the year again. It might not seem like it, but y'all, it's June. It is now June, and it is tropical season. Let's see here. Seven says some hot water in the Atlantic this year. It is. Yeah, definitely. Definitely very, very suitable. If you don't know, anything that's above 26 Celsius in these the surface temperatures out here in the ocean, anything above 26 Celsius is suitable for tropical strengthening. So basically, in that case, everything in the yellow and down here could support a tropical cyclone if other, you know, criteria is met. And like I said, obviously, whenever it comes to it, mentioning again, the hottest waters is in the southern Caribbean. So, like I said, we should really be watching out in that area. What's up, Liam? Hope you're doing good. What did I miss? So, like I said, we were talking about how active one of the main models has been about potential tropical activity here down in the southern Caribbean. And like I said, obviously there's a lot of ingredients that will be in place, or potentially in place. One of them we already know will be in place, and that's the warm oceanic surface temperatures across the southern Caribbean. Very, very warm. The hottest in the Atlantic, I believe, right now, or the North Atlantic, I should mention. Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, but like I said, we're talking nearly 30 Celsius in some areas, which that is very warm water. Very, very, very warm water. That's like 80-something degrees Fahrenheit to people who know Fahrenheit, which probably most of my Americans, you guys know Fahrenheit more than you do Celsius, which, like I said, obviously that's very, very, very warm water. So that in itself is one thing. And like I said, once again, to the people just joining, I see a couple people just now saying they're joining in here. like I said, another thing is moisture. So not only just there needs to be warm oceanic waters towards the surface, but there also has to be a lot of moisture. Let's see. We're gonna hop you guys back over here. We're gonna make this look a little bit better for y'all. Let's see here. We're gonna zoom out maybe a little bit. There we go. All right. Cool. And like I said, as we work way down to the later portion of the model, it shows a lot of moisture working its way into the Caribbean region here with a potentially designated low. Now, this kind of shows it stuff starting to crank for the 15th, which is very far out. Like I said, seriously, this is extremely far out. Once again, this can definitely change. But like I said, mixing in a big boatload of moisture potential out there, as well as, those warm waters. And according to the model here, really not much wind shear either. It is showing a perfect environment for potential tropical activity. So we'll need to definitely need to keep an eye on it, as it is something that could impact later down in time here. Anyways, let's see here. St. Cloud getting some thunder, a few strikes of lightning, but no rain, says Mario. Gotcha. I'll tell you what, actually, right now on the current radar view, just a little bit of something to look at real quickly. We do have a pretty interesting severe thunderstorm warning here in west central Louisiana popping off right now. Let's see here. This guy is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail. I tell you what, this thing's actually, producing a lot of outflow boundaries. And actually, a storm to the south is forming because of this into eastern Texas, which is interesting. Definitely very interesting. Anyways, but that is that, my friends. Once again, that is the main thing here. Once again, GFS been talking about this for like 3 days now. Plus, with the hottest surface temperatures in the North Atlantic being in the Southern Caribbean, and plus this big boost of moisture that seems to be advecting itself north of the equator into areas here into the Southern Caribbean, which, like I said, those ingredients are lining potentially for good tropical development down there in the down there in the Southern Caribbean. So. Now, obviously, we don't know strength. We don't know, we don't know the strength. We don't know the, we really don't even know if this will actually 100% happen. We don't know the strength. We don't know the track. But we do know is that the ingredients will align up for, potentially some tropical activity to occur. For example here, even looking at the models. Now, I know, at the current moment here, there's really not much, like I said, there's really not much, obviously, any tropical activity popping up here on the, the close range here. But like I said, you can see these areas here that's dry. We have some pretty dry air. These areas are not suitable for any tropical development because of the lack of moisture in the, the lower range to the upper elevations of the atmosphere. And like I said, obviously, mixing in with those hot oceanic surface temperatures, we also have that big boatload of moisture from the surface up to the ground, or up to the sky, essentially, across a lot of the levels. Let's see here, Jenny, with the $10 super chat. Jenny, thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Glad to have you here. Sorry I'm late. You're good, Jenny. We're just glad you're here. Thank you so much there, Jenny. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's see here. What's up, TRG? Saying I made it. Glad to have you here. See, nice touch with no weather radio in the background. Yeah, thank you. Let's see here. When it comes to, let's see, Canada's tornado watch boundaries are burning my eyes right now. What? Let's see, any beach ball size hail? No, that would not be good. It depends on how big the beach ball is. I mean, it could be a beach ball the size of a golf ball. Texas. Texas has been getting some hail during these last few severe weather events. I think with the max we've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was like nearly 3.5, 4 inches the other day in Texas. Got some big hail, really big hail. And actually, I tell you what, that leads us to the next subject, because I do want to mention the threat here for severe weather the next few days. Here, I'm going to go hop you guys over here to tomorrow. Now, the good news is, like I said, tomorrow, honestly, not expected to be anything too crazy. But we got a really big marginal, a really big, large, potential here for severe weather across like Nevada, northeast California, southeastern Oregon, southern Idaho, and northwestern areas of Utah. It's really odd. These areas out here, I mean, they can see severe weather, but obviously it's not too common. It's pretty scarce, actually. And so we got a pretty big risk out there. Now, like I said, pretty big risk meaning coverage area. Covers a lot of ground. Now, tornadoes, luckily, tomorrow's not a tornado day. That's good news. We don't want any tornadoes. We don't want any of that mess. However, damaging winds. That's a possibility. Potentially up to 60, maybe 70 mile per hour wind gusts tops. At worst case scenario. Same thing for hail too. Now, obviously, you notice how in the dark green, this is our levels, or this is our areas of severe weather for tomorrow. And areas in southern Florida should watch out for this too. Southern Florida, South Carolina should watch it. Portions of east central New Mexico and extreme western Texas. Heads up to you guys tomorrow. Then the day after that, let's see here. Day after that, basically, it looks about the same areas. Essentially, maybe just pushed up a little bit north according to that. Anyways, but we'll need to watch out. Let me double check on that. Is that Wednesday? Okay, yeah, no, that's 2 different days. For a second, I was wondering if that was just a new update that they were doing, but obviously it's not midnight yet, so that can't be real. See, Barbie doll, beach ball. Wow. Let's see here. Good Lord, I'm heading to Florida at the end of the week. 10 days. They're telling me I'm going to get all rain. Like I said, according to the Climate Prediction Center, it did show an increase in rainfall across the, not necessarily Florida, but across the Caribbean, kind of, Eastern Caribbean, I should say, which some of that could lead its way to Florida. But like I said, according to the models here, we have very warm, a lot of warm oceanic surface temperatures. I mean, like I said, tropical, suitable temperatures down there, plus a boatload of moisture that's going to be shooting its way basically from the equator into the southern Caribbean, which theoretically could, like I said, essentially, could be suitable for tropical development down in time. So. Yeah, I mean, like I said, here's the once again, if you're just joining here, like I said, what I'm talking about here is this, this big behemoth of moisture. Like I said, this has been not just one model, not just 2 model, not just 3, 4, 5, 6 model runs. We're talking like over 3 days worth of models been talking about this. Which, like I said, it's very far away. Which still we're still questioning the system essentially. But like I said, everything's lining up to where the ingredients could support a tropical cyclone. And if it does, then, well, we'll need to watch it, obviously. Once again, another good point, another good part of this live stream of why I decided to do this is because you guys need to be prepared for the tropics. Like I said, you might not realize it. I know a lot of people, I've told people, I'm like, yeah, it's hurricane season. They're like, wait, what? Really? It's hurricane season? It's like, yeah, man, it's been hurricane season since like 4 days ago. And we already had a tropical storm already. It's already happened. Literally the day after hurricane season started on the 1st, we had a tropical storm. That was Arlene that tracked, luckily didn't do anything bad, but tracked its way south, kind of west of Florida, tracked south, kind of squeezed between Cuba and southern Florida, which is interesting. But like I said, hey, my friends out there in the coastlines, Gulf Coast, Eastern Coast U.S., heads up. It's hurricane season. Make sure you got your stuff prepared for any tropical activity that could occur next. Anyways, see here. But yeah, that is essentially what we are looking at. Let's see. Anyone doesn't know 30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, no, that's very warm water. That is very warm water. Like I said, in some areas here, we're literally talking the oceanic waters here into essentially the southern Caribbean being upwards of 30 degrees Celsius, which, like I said, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. That is like really warm water. That's almost a hot tub out in the Gulf, or sorry, that's almost a hot tub in the southern Caribbean right now. It's crazy. Hurricane season is June through late November. I believe November 30th, 31st, I think. I don't remember if November has 31 days. I'm pretty sure it does, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's not December 1st. I used to always think it was December 1st, but I know it wasn't. It's not. Anyways, but yeah, good point. TRG, what's up, dude? I already seen you. Hope you're doing all right. Let's see here. See, I don't know. I don't think Andrew's ever missed my comments 3 times in a row. TRG, you didn't hear me. I said hello. Anyway, dude. See, November has 30 days. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought it was the 30th. So my gut was telling me it was the 30th. Anyways, all right, my friends. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to go ahead and do some personal forecasts. So if y'all have any area that you'd like me to scope over for the next few days, give me a heads up. We'll be here for you. So if you don't know how this works, if you're new to the channel, or if you're, I should probably say that better. If you're new to the channel, I said that really quickly. If you are new to the channel, the way we do this is we take zip codes. And if you have a zip code that you want me to take a look at, I will take that zip code, I will plug it right here, it'll take me to a location, and I will tell you what we can expect in the weather for the next few days. So think of this as your personal forecast, because we are going to get pretty personal here with the locations. Anything like that. Let's see. Andrew, we questioned about how old am I? I am 21. People say I look younger than 21. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Hurricane season June 1st to November 30th, 2023. Gotcha. San Jose, California. Let's see, 95138. Gotcha. 95138. Okay, this is in California. All right, let's see here. Like I said, what's really interesting is that tomorrow, not for you, but actually for areas in northeastern, in northeastern portions of California, is actually at a severe weather risk tomorrow. Potential of some large hail and damaging winds looks to be a possibility. All right, I'm going to take you over here to the models real quickly. I'm going to go ahead and explain what's going on out there towards your location. So obviously you're kind of here in this region right there. So here over the next few days, we're going to take this pretty high resolution. Honestly, over the next few days, it does appear to be relatively dry. I mean, we got a few showers possible throughout California, but no big system, really set to impact your location anytime soon. Let's take a look at the long range here. Boy, I tell you what, during last winter, you guys in California were getting blasted by one after another systems. Kept on battering California last winter. It was crazy stuff. And now it seems like, yeah, we're sorry about that. Mother Nature's like, yeah, we're sorry about that. We're going to hold off a little bit on precipitation for a little bit. But anyways, yeah. No, absolutely. I think you're good. Honestly, really don't see anything too problematic for you over the next little bit. I think things are looking all right. All right, let's see here. Tyler wants me to take a look here. At 32407. 32407. Okay, let's see. Panama City Beach here in Panhandle, Florida. Okay. Now, just saying, since you're in Panama, I'm not saying that anything's going to happen right now, but just remember it's hurricane season. If you live in Panama City area, or where you live, heads up. Like I said, obviously it's hurricane season. Make sure you have those, make sure you have your kits ready to go in case if God knows a storm happens at some point of this season. Remember, it's hurricane season. Anyways, let's see here. We're going to hop over here to the models. Right now, once again, just taking a quick little brief view of what's going on in there towards your location. Honestly, it looks like it's going to be relatively clear throughout tomorrow. Honestly, I'd say it's possible for a few thunderstorms nearby tomorrow. I think it's a good possibility. Let's see. The Storm Prediction Center, yeah. Okay, you got a thunderstorm risk tomorrow, so that means there's a chance for a few thunderstorms, but they're not expected to be anything severe. So no damaging winds, no tornadoes, thankfully, no hail. So I think you're good to go for the most part. Let's see here in the long range, just taking a look a little bit further. Yeah, really no big systems set to impact you. So I think you're good. Other than Florida's typical daily thunderstorms, I think you're okay. I think you're okay. Let's see here. Hope you're feeling better since Doug. I am. That was just one night of food poisoning. That was terrible. Holy cow, dude. That was terrible. Terrible. Anyways, let's see here. Next up, we have GRB 158, 73301. Okay, let's see, 73301. You, my friend, are... Whoa, where are you? Singapore, Mexico, Lithuania. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can cover you, dude. I can't. Oh, we can only do U.S. I forgot to mention that. We can only do U.S. territories. Let's see here. Florida weather. We guess Florida. 32703. 32703. Let's see here. Florida. Okay, you're towards Orlando. So yeah, you're a different portion of Florida. Honestly, tomorrow, I think, yeah, it's going to be possible, dude. It's going to be possible for a few thunderstorms. Storm Prediction Center does have a risk out there for you for some thunderstorms, but it's not expected to do anything crazy. Yeah, once again, same thing for like the Panhandle. Possibility, just normal Florida stuff. Like I said, you guys know what happens in Florida. Just typical daily thunderstorms. Oh, it's 3 p.m. Time for thunderstorms. Not saying it's going to happen at 3. But like I said, models here such as NAM3K, the model I'm briefly looking at right now, does actually show, as you can see, not really over you, but a few pop-up thunderstorms, kind of more towards like Tampa, St. Petersburg area, which, once again, models aren't perfect, but obviously the environment could be favorable, maybe for a few thunderstorms. So, yeah, normal Florida stuff, essentially. Let's see here. What food do I think got you food poisoning? Oh, I know what happened. It was crawfish. I had some crawfish, and my goodness, it was not good. Terrible. It was really bad. Let's see here. CD Gamer. Wow. CD Gamer. Let's see here. Once we take a look here at 15227. 15227. Across Pennsylvania. Gotcha. Different region other than Florida. All right, let's see here. So towards Pittsburgh. Okay. Let's see. We're going to hop over here to the models. Okay, no, I did not mention this, actually. I probably should. But there is a kind of a strong low-pressure system over Nova Scotia right now. Let's see. I'm trying to find a better view. Yeah, that's about as far as we can look. But there is, you can barely see it. But it's right up here. It's over here. Strong low pressure system there. But anyways, towards you in Pennsylvania, it looks possible, as you can kind of see, maybe a few thunderstorms here for tomorrow afternoon. I wish I could zoom in a little bit further here. I do know a way I probably could. Let me go ahead and switch over here to the models. Let's see, we're going to log in on this real quickly. We're going to hop over to Pivotal Weather. This one gives me a good view of like close areas, so this will make it easier for us to see for Pennsylvania. Here we go. Let's go with the, let's see, back at the NAM3K. All right, so we track our way down in time. Pittsburgh, there you go. Boom. Possibility. Not saying it's going to be anything crazy. Not saying it's going to be anything, severe or anything like that. But there's a possibility for a few pop-up thunderstorms. Yep, you are in that thunderstorm threat tomorrow. Now, heads up to my people in the chat right now. If you live in southern Florida and South Carolina, western Texas, east central portions of New Mexico, northwestern Utah, southern Idaho, central and northern Nevada, northeastern California, and southeastern Oregon. You guys have a risk tomorrow. I'm just going to go ahead and mention, yeah, those are the areas tomorrow we should keep an eye out for a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms. It could be a possibility. So we'll need to watch out for those regions. It's a pretty big thunderstorm risk out across the west. That's pretty interesting. Obviously, when we move into Wednesday, that kind of that little threat, I shouldn't say little, that threat pushes north quite a bit. So, yeah, we'll definitely need to watch this. That's for sure. Let's see here. At the end of June or early July, I should do a 4th of July weather prediction. I usually do. If you go back on my channel all the way last year, I actually did do a video on the 4th of July. But would not recommend it. Dude, my videos, they were really bad back then. They were terrible. So I even think my videos now are terrible. Oh my gosh. You go back to my early content on this channel, it is... And the scary thing is it was not too long ago either. Probably the furthest was about 2 years ago. Oh, man. Yep. All right, let's see here. Caden, let's see, 51239. Let's see, 51239. All right, this is across Iowa. Across Hull, Iowa. Northwestern quadrant. All right, so tomorrow, general thunderstorm threat. So obviously, yeah, SPC, Storm Prediction Center, is saying there's a possibility for a few thunderstorms. And actually, this is pretty interesting. So this is not for you, but this is for Iowa in general. There's actually a little cluster pops up around evening, late afternoon, early evening. You see that? See, we'll turn on infrared for that. There you go. Boom, right there. Holy cow. And yeah, you can see a few of those convective plumes could work their way towards your location in northwestern Iowa. So I'd say heads up. Yeah, obviously a few thunderstorms looks possible. Keep an eye on it. Let's see the south. Wow, look at that western activity. Holy cow, dude. That's a lot of thunderstorm activity for tomorrow. Let's see, we're going to move. Yeah, here's today's activity. That dies out tonight. Obviously, lack of daylight heating or lack of heating from the sun. Then tomorrow, sun rises. Look at all that stuff. Dude, that is nuts. Dies out again. Next day. Yeah, we got kind of this disturbance. I really wouldn't even call it a disturbance. Basically, just a big U. A big wall of clouds rolling through the Ohio Valley. That's about it. Let's see here. Theodore says, how is this 3-day weather forecast for ZIP 63304? 63304. Gotcha. Here in Missouri. Okay. Out here towards St. Louis. Gotcha. Okay. So first things first, here for tomorrow. Actually, you're not in the thunderstorm threat tomorrow. So there's no chance there's basically no chance for any thunderstorm activity tomorrow. However, potentially on Wednesday, there could be maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Could be possible. Let's see here. Back over to the models. Yeah, we get this little disturbance rolling through here basically tomorrow morning. Not expected to do anything. Yep, supposed to be clear throughout tomorrow. Then the day after, we get like that back end that could potentially fire off a few thunderstorms out there towards Missouri. Your best bet for thunderstorms in the next 3 days would be on the 7th. So we'll watch that. Other than that, it's pretty much boring, essentially across those areas. Yeah, not expecting much. Actually, I just realized Louisville, my area out here right now, probably gonna get a little bit of a band of rain out of that little area. Watch it. So yeah, love me a good thunderstorms. Yeah, you and me both, Caden. Absolutely. Let's see here. But yeah. See, from Philadelphia to Sarasota I go. Really? Sheep, you're going all... Are you driving that distance? Please don't tell me you're driving that. I can't really talk because I rode from Kentucky to basically Tampa in one day. So, that's like 900 miles, essentially. It's a brutal trip. Let's see here. Hello, Andrew from upstate of South Carolina. What's up, Watershed? Hope you're doing good. Did I see that amazing moonrise? I did not. Blood red and huge. Wow, really? I didn't know there was a blood moon yesterday. Yeah, yesterday would have been pretty good to see it too for me because it was clear actually. Yeah, it was pretty clear. All right, let's see here. Mr. Snow says, what can get really nasty in the tropics? Can you please explain your title? Mr. Snow, we actually talked about that way in the beginning. Like I said, this is kind of the portion where we're changing over the personal forecast. But I can do a quick little, briefing of what I was talking about. So basically what's going on here is one of the models, one of the main one of the main world models for weather, has been talking about nonstop, like, oh my gosh, tropical system, over and over. Now, do I think this is exactly going to happen? I'm not saying no, but I'm also not saying it will 100% certain form. Here you go, right there. There's the model right there showing this. Now, once again, this is very far out. June 20th is like literally 15 plus days. You know me, I don't like tracking far out. Let's see, Courtney with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Am I good for my audition tomorrow? I'll look at you in a second, Court. Hold on. But like I said, this model for the last 3 days has been saying, yeah, tropical system, tropical system, tropical system. Now, when it comes to it, like I said, what I was really mentioning and what I really wanted to point out here is that literally in the Caribbean, where this model has been talking about this activity, this supposed activity that is going to expected to happen basically next week, late next week, essentially, literally shows it shows it popping up here in the Southern Caribbean, which that is where the hottest of the temperatures, the oceanic surface temperatures are right now, which is like 86 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 30 degrees Celsius. Like, that is really warm water. But like I said, it's not just waters that, obviously allow for tropical activity to occur, but that's one of the main factors that does. Now, here's the thing. If we take a look here back at the model, and this is actually one of the other key components that makes me think that the environment will be very potentially conducive, for thunderstorm activity, for tropical development out there, is this. We'll move here to the Western Atlantic. So we'll take a look here at the moisture supply across the lower and the upper portions of the atmosphere. Now, when it comes to it, down in time, you can kind of see how we just get this big old boost here from the equator of a big old heap of moisture across a lot of the atmosphere. And so basically, this is overlaying with those really warm oceanic temperatures. I mean, even a little cluster of thunderstorms can spark off, tropical activity if it's strong enough. It could. Now, not saying this, this system itself will exist, but I'm saying that the environment that's around the Gulf, around the Caribbean, could support tropical activity. And like I said, the GFS has been saying that too. Like, hey, man, there's going to be a possibility for a tropical system down in time. But once again, this is all the way at the bottom. This is all the way down in time. But like I said, it's been popping up since like June 2nd on the models, which is pretty crazy. But like I said, another reason I did this is also to let you guys know, remember, to keep on informing you that it's hurricane season. A lot of people I mentioned it to, and they're like, wait, what? It's hurricane season? Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely. Anyways, but that's that. Once again, Court, thank you for the 2. You didn't have to do that, obviously. Let's see, am I good for my audition tomorrow? Okay, so let's take a look here in Florida. You should mostly be fine. Like I said, since you don't live in Miami. Tomorrow, there's actually a risk out there towards like southern Florida, there towards Miami, for the possibility for severe thunderstorms. Orlando area is relatively fine. Orlando does have a potential for maybe a few thunderstorms, but typical Florida. Just normal afternoon thunderstorms possible. Let's see. We're going to hop over to the models. In this case, we're going to take a look at the HRRR. And I am going to break this down. We're going to zoom all the way down to Florida. We're going to look at Orlando, which you can see right here, right now. Here we go. Yeah, you're right out there. So tomorrow, we track way down in time. You see how kind of around like evening time, maybe. According to this model, maybe around like 7, 8, 9 o'clock. A few thunderstorms could be possible. Yeah, you can actually see how it does go over like, over areas like Orlando or nearby Orlando. Not saying it will be directly over you, but there's a chance. Florida doing Florida stuff, essentially. Florida doing Florida things. Let's see here. Judy says when our kids were young, we would drive 1,892 miles straight from Texas to New Hampshire, stopping at rest areas, run energy how to kids. Holy cow. Wow, dude. That is crazy, Judy. Wow. That's crazy. Anyways. But let's see here. Court says it's from 6 to 9. Ooh. Yeah, it'll be close. We'll see how that pops up. Hold on a minute. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, speaking of the tropics, actually. I do want to mention this. It's not really a big deal or anything, but there is the Hurricane Center actually did put out a. You can actually hear it on the weather radio right now. Here, turn it up a little bit for y'all, so you guys can hear it.
Showers and thunderstorms and gale force winds over the northeastern Atlantic Ocean. This system could acquire some subtropical characteristics during the next couple of days while it meanders to the southeast and east of the Azores. By Thursday, the system is
you can literally read it.
northeastward over cooler waters, and further development is not expected.
Towards the bottom.
For additional information on this system, see products issued by the State Meteorological Agency of Spain and high seas forecasts issued by Meteo France.
There you go.
Formation chance through 48 hours, low, 10%.
So 10% chance.
Formation chance through 7 days, low, 10%.
That's why I didn't really mention it.
These are the
really low probability.
For the local
area
on Monday.
Really low probability. TRG says my ears. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure you can hear it. So, let's see here. Watersheds, I have a terrible that the big one will hit somewhere in the Gulf late summer, early fall. I mean, the peak of hurricane season. There's actually every hurricane season I actually show you guys this one image, which I probably should. Let me pull it back up here. This is what I always show you guys. Same image actually. Here. This is the activity. There you go. That is the activity of the tropics. So we're going to zoom out a little bit. There you go. You can see the dates on the bottom here. So obviously right now we are in this territory. So we're in the beginning. We're not even in the rising action yet. We are literally at the bottom. But like I said, the climax of it though is usually around usually around the first week of September. Yeah, usually around the first week of September. That's the activity. Now, obviously, yellow is showing hurricanes and tropical storms for the red. But yeah, but right now we're not even climbing the big ladder yet. Anyways, let's see here. Major hurricane in Florida. I'm going to try to ride it out. Well, on the coast for fun. Yeah, be safe out there. Seriously, it's pretty interesting. Let's see here. Hoping I'm very wrong, of course. Yeah, me too. Liam says that the Hurricane Center released their forecast by the hurricane season yet? Yes, they did. They said around average is what they said. Which honestly, it's interesting because typical El Nino, which we are now in, usually allows for less of a hurricane season. Usually not as active. But like I said, we've been in La Nina since like 2019, I believe. And 2020 hurricane season, the most named storms. That takes the cake for the most named storms in the Atlantic hurricane season. Previous record was 2005. Obviously, we had some pretty nasty hurricanes in 2005. I believe Katrina was in 05. Let's see here. Let me double check on that. But obviously, whenever it came to it, let's see, Katrina. Yes, Katrina was in 05. But whenever it came to it, we had 30 named storms in 2020. Yeah, crazy year as it was, we had 30 named storms, and that was always record breaking for the tropics too. So. Now, not intensity-wise. 2020 did not take the intensity, the most damaging hurricane season. I believe that's still 2005, if I'm not mistaken. We had some really nasty. Was Wilma in 2005 too? I think. Yep, Wilma was too. I still have it down, don't I? But anyways, 2020 2005 was. Like, I believe the most destructive hurricane season. Anyways. Yeah. But that is that, my friends. Well, if you guys have any questions, hey, feel free to let us know. So we'll be here for you guys. We got you guys covered. If y'all have any questions regarding anything, whenever it comes to the tropics, if it comes to severe weather over the next little bit, comes to anything. Hey, if y'all have any questions, please let us know. Like I said, we're here for you. We got you. We got you guys covered. Make sure y'all join our Discord too. That's in the description. Also, follow us on Twitter at NWW1162. Just, like I said, share this too. Obviously, yeah, sharing this is the most important thing you guys can do. So share this. Hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, y'all. Seriously, it means a lot. It helps everybody out in the general. So, overall. Let's see here. Never forget the hurricane footage or helicopter footage of those people stuck on the roofs back in Katrina. Yeah, absolutely. Amber says, coming in late, when will this take place? So, Amber, we talked a lot about the Tropic, that activity in the beginning of the stream, but glad to have you here. So, what we were saying here is that this is still a ways away, but there has been an indicator between one of the major models, the American GFS. It's been saying that kept on repeating itself for like 3 days straight now, saying there's a shot for potential tropical activity down there in the southern Caribbean. Now, whenever looking at the observations, in current time and everything like that, like I said, the ocean temperatures, which plays a very big role in tropical development out there. But the surface temperatures are really hot in the southern Caribbean. So obviously, this was the area that the GFS, that model I was telling you about, was talking about some potential tropical activity that could, if it did form, it very well could move in the Gulf. But not trying to scare you guys or anything. Like I said, this is still very far out. Still very much could not even happen at all. But it is something I want to mention, though. But really, the hottest ocean waters here in the North Atlantic are in the southern Caribbean right now. As well as, like I said, the model here talking another big factor for hurricanes is moisture supply. Not just the warm surface temperatures of the oceans, but the how much moisture is in the atmosphere as well. And according to the model, it's been saying tons. Tons of moisture. A big kick in moisture is going to be jetting its way up across the Caribbean here, which is going to look at the Western Atlantic. So we track way down in time here. Go a little bit further down, and boom, there you go. So you can kind of see this big old blob of this blue area, kind of greenish blue. That's showing a lot of moisture. So over that area where the ocean temperatures are literally like 86 degrees, we have the really hot oceanic surface temperatures, tons of moisture in that area. That is hurricane heaven. That is literally hurricane heaven, and overall. But like I said, not saying this system in particular will exist exactly, but I'm saying that the environment could be favorable. In long range, it could be pretty favorable for activity. So it's something to keep an eye on. That's for sure. Definitely should. Let's see here. I swear, Florida, Miami always gets the best thunderstorms out of Florida. I hear that Lakeland. So actually, I have family that moves or that lives in Lakeland. I'm actually moving towards that area here in the next couple of months. But when it comes to it, I think Lakeland is the most stormy area in the U.S. Pretty sure that Lakeland gets the most storms in the U.S., which is Florida. Florida gets like daily thunderstorms this time of the year. You got all that tropical activity, all that tropical air masses between the Gulf and the Atlantic. A lot of warm moisture from the tropics. Let's see here. I have a family going on the cruise Bahamas this weekend. If it's this weekend, should be all right. Yeah, you should be all right this weekend. This isn't really happening until like after the 14th, which, like I said, is very far out. I really don't like looking this far out in the models, but 3 days of consistency is caught my eye at least. And plus, with the current environment that's around these areas, it's like, yeah, we should probably look at this. Probably should. But anyways, like I said, also the once again the Climate Prediction Center showed an increase in precipitation too out there in the Caribbean. So could be hints of some potential tropical activity. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, well guys, I tell you what, we've been live here for almost an hour, so if there's any final requests that you guys might have, if there's something that you want me to take a look at really quickly before we head off, if there's anything you want to say, any comments, any questions, let me know. Just know you guys are much appreciated. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you have not already, on your way out, please consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like, and sharing this. Like I said, sharing this is a big thing for the channel. It helps get the word out there. You know, the YouTube algorithm alone, it's not the best. It cannot be the best sometimes. So please distribute as you can. It helps get the word out there, helps keep people safe, everything like that. And seriously, in general, it's greatly appreciated. And thank you all so much. Seriously, you know, just for being here. So hit that share button. It takes 2 seconds. Share it to a friend. Share it to a coworker. Share it to a family member. You name it. And we'll definitely be here in terms of whenever when the weather gets pretty crazy. Let's see here. Go and look at the Indian Ocean. Yeah, we have that one storm out there, don't we? Let's see here. I think it's not this guy. It's this one, I believe. Yes. Yep, that's it. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it. But you know me, wow, look at, oh my gosh, talk about disagreement. Holy cow. Dude, these are like the main ECMWF European, NavGem, GFS, pretty well-known models. They are all over the place. Oh my gosh, this looks like my hair before I cut it. Literally, like that's terrible. Oh, let's see here. Let's see, Sheep says, like and sub, thank you so much. Greatly apprecited. Let's see, on the share, thank you. Thank you so much for helping out. Let's see here. Thank you, Forecaster Andrew says, Theodore, you're very welcome. No problem. No problem. Let's see here. Kathleen says, glad you feel much better. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Whenever YouTube tells me you're live, I just drop everything and watch you. Well, thank you for that. Greatly appreciated. TRG says it's a lot of disagreement. It sure is. That is a lot of disagreement, for sure. Let's see here. Thanks, Andrew, for looking in the Indian Ocean. No problem. Yeah, every once in a while we'll peek around the world, see what's going on. Dude, look at the ensembles. Holy cow, dude. They're all over the place. Dude, it's like a wacky hair day. It's like if someone gets struck by light or someone got electrocuted. Oh my gosh, dude, that's terrible. That is terrible. Alright, guys. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Once again, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, hit that subscribe button on the way out. We're going to go ahead and set the screen to the ending mode. So, stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes so you guys can say goodbye to your friends and your family members who might be chilling in the chat and hanging out with us here for tonight. So, if there's anything you guys want to say to your friends and your family, go ahead and say so now. But until next time, my friends, tomorrow, there's no need to be live for severe weather tomorrow at anything. Tomorrow, I don't know what's on the table. Obviously, what I've been getting into is YouTube Shorts. I've been starting to get into that more in the morning. So when I wake up, I usually film, or not necessarily when I wake up, but usually whenever I get to it, I usually film a quick little, like, 60-second clip every morning talking about what's going on in the weather, quick little updates on everything. Tomorrow, I'll definitely do that, but I don't know about, or definitely not any coverage. It's not needed tomorrow. It's pretty bland overall than that, but yeah. No, I think that just about covers everything. But all right, guys. Once again, thank you. We love you. Please stay safe out there. Join our Discord. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a like. Greatly appreciated. And all right, my friends, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Once again, stream's now heading off here in 2 minutes. Say goodbye. And all right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, my friends. Once again, we love you. Stay safe. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out.
www.weather.gov/safety/flood. The tropical weather outlook issued by the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Issued at 7:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, northeastern Atlantic Ocean, a complex, non-tropical area of low pressure located between the Azores and Canary Islands is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms and gale force winds over the northeastern Atlantic Ocean. This system could acquire some subtropical characteristics during the next couple of days while it meanders to the southeast and east of the Azores. By Thursday, the system is forecast to move northeastward over cooler waters and further development is not expected. For additional information on this system, see products issued by the State Meteorological Agency of Spain and high seas forecasts issued by Meteo France. Formation chance through 48 hours, low, 10%. Formation chance through 7 days, low, 10%. These are the 9 p.m. observations for the local area on Monday, June 5th. At Tampa International, it was partly cloudy. The temperature was 84 degrees, the dew point 63, and the relative humidity 49%. The wind was east at 5 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.89 inches and rising. At St. Pete Clearwater Airport, it was mostly cloudy. The temperature was 82 degrees, the dew point 65, and the relative humidity 56%. The wind was east at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.88 inches and rising. At downtown St. Petersburg, it was clear. The temperature was 83 degrees, the dew point 68, and the relative humidity 60%. The wind was east at 15 miles an hour. The pressure was 20